Welcome to Love from Lisha. For an extra dose of love in your day, click subscribe and the bell to be notified when new videos go live weekly. Today we'll be talking about how to stop putting up with putting down. It's almost election time. And in the news, we are hearing tons of put downs, mudslinging, and negativity. And it's all about who's doing what or who did what. And there's tons of it going on. When you think about it, isn't it interesting that we are so fascinated by who's done what? And when we're looking at who to vote for, it's who has done the least of the worst, rather than who's done the best of the best. Instead of the candidates taking time to lift themselves up and elevate their image, they're putting each other down as a way of elevating that image. Why is that? Well, because that's what people go for. That's what we eat up. It's that excitement. It's that aliveness. It's kind of like in a boxing ring. Who can throw the toughest punch? That's the winner. That's the one who comes out ahead. We favor that in society of looking at what's wrong with others and judging them. And we do so because, well, that's what we do. It's natural to look at the negativity. It's part of survival, to look at what's wrong, what could be problematic as a way of protecting ourselves from danger, from negativity, from something that could be risky or problematic. And it also makes us feel better about ourselves, where we say, well, I've got all these things going on, but at least I'm not that person. At least I'm not as bad as that other person. Even at work, we do that. There might be coworkers that we don't like, so we look at what's wrong with them, and then they do something else that's not good, and we use that as further evidence to support our case. There's something wrong with them. We do that with family members as well. Yep, I knew there was something wrong with them. That just proves my case. So we're gathering evidence to support all of that negativity and to feel justified in it, and to, again, perhaps feel better about ourselves, to feel better about insecurities that we have, to want to elevate our perception of ourselves by lowering our perception of others. There are lots of reasons for it, and you know what? You've got a lot of nerve for doing that. Seriously, what's wrong with you? Why are you being so critical of others? Why are you being so judgy about them, about situations? Gotcha. Just kidding. See, it doesn't feel good, but it's easy to do. There's nothing wrong with you for doing it. I have done it too. It's natural. As I said, it's just part of who we are in our human nature. From a survival standpoint, we have to look at what's negative, what's dangerous, what to look out for, what to be aware of. The thing is that even though we do it, it's not healthy. When we get all worked up, yeah, that energy is exciting. That's part of why we like it. We feed into it. But it gets us all riled up. So we're going around all riled up and worked up about things, and that puts us on edge for other things that are going on. When we have that energy that we're carrying around of being all worked up, let's say it's at work and there's someone in a meeting and you're like, oh my gosh, there they go saying another dumb thing. How likely are you to stand up for yourself and to assert yourself in that meeting when you're thinking negative things about others? Then you might think like, oh, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to look dumb, because you're thinking about looking dumb. And so you're actually holding yourself back from bringing the best parts of yourself forth. So even though we might think, oh, there's no harm, they don't know that I'm thinking it, we're actually harming ourselves by carrying around that negative, anxious, irritated, downward energy. What's the other option? It's positive thoughts instead of negative. And not to say that we should go around with rose-colored glasses and being like, oh, everyone's so lovely and so nice and everyone's beautiful and this and that. Like, okay, let's get real. That's not natural either. However, I challenge you, for each time that you're about to think something negative about someone, there's that judge creeping in, pause and either take a deep breath, breathe in slowly, exhale, just to calm that energy in your body, and then say, you know what, can I just let this thought go? If this thought is judgy, can I just let it go and not give it that attention, not feed into it? Then, to take it one step further, if you are hanging on to that negative thought, think about 3 positive things, because it takes 3 positives to outweigh 1 negative. That's how strong it is. 3 positives to outweigh 1 negative. Here's an example. I have a strong value around, if you say you're going to do something by a certain time, then you do it. And so there was someone who had told me that they were going to send me some information by end of day, and end of day came and went and I hadn't received it, it would be easy for me to think negatively, like, oh, that person is so irresponsible, they're so negligent, inconsiderate, not following through on sending this to me, and get irritated. Now, I did. I got irritated for a second. It was kind of like putting your hand on a hot burner. Are you going to leave it there and just let your hand burn? Or are you going to put it there and then take it away quickly? And that's the same way that I approach this. It's like, oh, this is irritating, but I'm not going to give up my energy to this. I'm not going to hold on to this negativity and let it affect then how I interact with family members and other people because I'm irritated about this one situation. So I paused, took the deep breaths, because that slows the nervous system, slows the breathing, the heart rate. And then I thought, here are 3 positives. This person is so nice that they were even offering to send me this information. This person, I'm sure, had every intention to send me the information. Something must have come up to prevent that from happening. And I know I can trust this person. They will still send me the information. It's just apparently taking a little bit longer. And if it's a few more days, I'll just send a little tickler, say, hey, I'm looking forward to receiving this from you. So that's that. I encourage you to try for yourself. You can make it like a game. You catch yourself in the moment of judging or thinking negatively about others, and pause to shift yourself to the positive and think of a few positive things to outweigh that negative, and notice how it affects your energy. And even to notice how often you're spending time listening to negative things, listening to these candidates going after each other, listening to other negativity in the media. How much are you letting yourself feed into that and bringing that out, reinforcing it more and more in you? Because that's not healthy. It's almost like, junk food. That's not good for us, but we eat it anyway. Some self-control is a good idea. So I'd love to hear from you about what it is that you're going to try to pull back on with the negativity, negative thoughts towards others, and even towards yourself as well. Oh my gosh, we beat ourselves up so much at times. So think about that too. Are you being negative towards others, towards yourself, towards situations? And what will you commit to doing to rein that in? I would love to hear from you in the comments. And if you like this video, please click like, share, subscribe, click the bell to be notified of upcoming episodes. And for more about me, my website is coachlisha.com. Until next time, with more love from Lisha. Bye!